Hi, everyone. I'm Thérèse, and this is New York Girl Again, The After, the podcast for caregivers who have survived the hardest chapter of their lives and are now gathering both the courage and the strength to write the next one. If you're here, you're part of a brave and resilient community, learning how to live again, and I'm truly grateful to spend this December with you. December carries a certain heaviness for people like us, doesn't it? For me, it has been one of the most challenging months of the year since my caregiving journey ended. Everyone else seems to be rushing by, going to parties, making plans, building traditions, moving through the season with a rhythm we no longer recognize. And we're sitting in this complicated mix of sadness, longing, disorientation, and that aching question of, where do I fit now? But as I enter my 4th December in the after, I'm realizing something important. December doesn't have to be a month we brace ourselves for. It doesn't have to be a month we dread. It can become a turning point, a month where we begin returning to ourselves. Not through forced resolutions or imposed deadlines, but through awareness, honesty, courage, and a grounded sense of coming home. And that is why I'm dedicating this entire month to the Healing series, a month of breathing again, reflecting, rebuilding, and giving ourselves permission to step back into who we truly are after caregiving, after loss, and after survival mode. Which brings us to this week's episode, the first in this December series, and a theme that every single one of us in the after deserves: the gentle return. So why does December feel so heavy for us? It's because December has a way of shining a light on everything we've been carrying. For most people, the holidays bring excitement, joy, celebration. For caregivers in the after, December often brings grief that hasn't softened, the longing for someone who isn't there, memories that feel sharper than usual, the weight of traditions that no longer fit, the ache of the role we no longer have, the question of who we are now. It's not that we're negative. It's that caregiving changes you, and the holidays magnify that change, and everything rises to the surface. It is just what the after caregiving looks like. But that doesn't mean December is an enemy. Sometimes it's simply a mirror, showing us what still hurts, what we still miss, and what parts of ourselves are waiting to be reclaimed. This is where the gentle return begins. You know, people often expect healing to look bold and dramatic, a big shift, a cinematic transformation, a moment where everything changes and the story wraps up neatly, like a 90-minute movie. But returning to yourself after caregiving doesn't look like that at all. It looks like taking a breath, an intentional breath, one you actually feel. Choosing rest without apologizing for it. Letting your body matter again. Allowing joy to appear in small, unexpected flashes. Giving your own needs a voice. Remembering that you deserve respect, not just from others, but from yourself. Appreciating the effort it takes just to show up after everything you've lived through. Noticing the moments when you show up for yourself, almost without realizing it. Letting someone show you love and kindness. The gentle return is not an immediate comeback. It's not a dramatic performance. It's not a complete reinvention. It is a reclaiming. It is the first step, a baby step in the healing process. It is the slow gathering of the parts of you that caregiving forced into the background. It is meeting yourself exactly where you are, not where others or even you think you should be. It's the decision to turn toward your life again, even if you feel fragile, unsure, or unprepared. It is your nervous system coming back online. It is your heart breaking through that fortress you installed to protect it. It is your sense of self quietly restoring itself from the inside out. So what does returning to yourself look like day to day? It happens in the small human moments, the ones no one sees but you. It could show up in the smallest ways. When you say no to things you used to agree to out of guilt or habit. When you take a walk just to clear your mind. When you let the tears fall instead of holding them back to appear strong. When you pause instead of pushing yourself past exhaustion. When you feel the first tiny spark of interest in something again. When you notice that you're present for moments you used to rush through. When you stop judging the person caregiving shaped you into. When a piece of joy doesn't feel foreign anymore. When you give yourself credit for progress others may never understand. When you offer yourself the same compassion you once poured into someone else. These small returns matter more than any big transformation. They are evidence of healing, because these are the moments where you learn, slowly, that you are still here, that you're still becoming. They are proof that you are slowly stepping back into your own life. And it's not about returning to who you were before caregiving, because caregiving changes you in so many ways. It deepened you. It stretched you. It expanded parts of you that you never knew existed. No, the gentle return is about becoming someone new, someone braver, more aware, more grounded, someone shaped by what you've survived, but no longer defined by it. It is the re-entry into a life that has room for you again, your needs, your rest, your desires. It is learning how to feel again, how to rest again, how to trust again, how to live in a body that has carried more than anyone knows. And little by little, you start to notice your story didn't end with caregiving. It simply changed direction. Some of you may be wondering, where do I even begin? How do I start returning to myself? And I get it. I've been there. After caregiving ends, everything can feel overwhelming, especially the idea of healing. But here's something I want you to try today. And on any day you feel lost, disconnected, or unsure of what you need, I want you to gently place your hand over your heart and ask yourself, what do I need today? Not what should I need? Not what do others expect from me? Not what would the old version of me have wanted? Just what do I need today? And then here's the important part. Let the answer be enough. Even if the answer is simple, even if it's something small, even if it surprises you, even if the answer is, I don't know yet. This tiny practice, this baby step, is absolutely incredibly powerful. It is how you begin to listen to yourself again. It is how you reconnect with your own heart. It is how you start honoring your needs with respect and gentleness. It's an invitation back into your own life. And it is the true essence of the gentle return. Before we close this week, there is something you need to hear. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not supposed to bounce back. You are not expected to know who you are yet. Healing takes time. Identity takes time. The after takes time. You spent years, maybe decades, giving every part of yourself away. The return to yourself is supposed to be slow. It's supposed to be tender. It's supposed to be step by step. And every step counts. Every moment of honesty, every new boundary, every ounce of self-respect, every inch of progress, even if no one else can see it. No, you're not behind. You are becoming. So welcome to December, my beautiful friends. Welcome to the Healing Series. And welcome, truly, to yourself. This month, we're going to rebuild strength, step out of our comfort zones, navigate the emotional weight of the holidays, and reconnect with the parts of us caregiving forced into silence. This is not a month of pressure. It's not a month of perfection, nor is it a month of pretending. This is a month of return, a gentle return to the person you are becoming. You are brave. You are resilient, and you are rising. And I am honored to walk this next chapter with you. Thank you for letting me walk beside you in the after. I'll see you next week.